There we are.
News on the Chicago Bears. Just with Caleb Williams. This year, he's giving you a touchdown more a game. He's giving you a much better third down percentage and throwing for more yards per game. So clearly, Caleb Williams has better coaching and is more effective. It's real progress. He's making hard throws. He's making them over the middle of the field. He feels like on every play he could break it with his legs. He's taken fewer sacks. He and Roma Dunze absolutely feel like this is going to last a while. Now, penalties are a huge issue. Pre-snap operations need a lot of work. But Caleb Williams, last year at this time to this year at this time, it's working much better. It's not perfect. It's kind of sloppy. So success is not a straight line. But
What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm fixing something on the update here. I posted a box of this.
They lost on a blocked field goal last year. They were 3-7 in one-score games last year. Time running out, lousy clock management. They were just a mess. It totally feels different. You got the right coach. Caleb's moving in the right direction.
Just give me 1 second here.
But I don't think these guys are a perfect fit. The coach is very much about structure. The quarterback likes to kind of do his own thing more than I'd like, but he's a huge talent. So I said in preseason, stop looking at the wins and losses. What will it feel like? It feels like, oh, this is way better. This thing can work. I mean, Drake May has officially popped. Jaden Daniels popped really quick. Bo Nix outside of September looks like it works. So it's stages. Success is not a straight line. It has been 24 years since any of the remaining 4 playoff teams, Miami, Ole Miss, Oregon, Indiana, last won a national championship. That was
1 second, guys. I'm sorry. There's like a little mishap here. I gotta fix.
If you don't,
I will be right
if you
there.
don't see her in your 20s,
We're gonna be ripping this.
watching our
I'm
show,
posting another box of this stuff too. The Don Rush you're seeing. Not. I'm all out of leaf.
Davis and of course Jimmy Johnson. They were the coolest program in the country.
It's frustrating.
They were just they felt like a pro team.
You remember the starter jacket, the Miami Hurricanes? I had that. I was such a nerdy kid, and
I don't know if that wasn't nerdy at the time.
no, but I wanted to be cool, so I got the jacket. You know, and it's like the
So the
Hurricanes.
earrings weren't enough.
That was later. That came later. Couldn't have earrings in high school according to my parents, so I had to wait till.
I mean, Miami was USC on the West
I
Coast.
think we got it here.
When the Pete Carroll stuff went, but Miami was cool for like 4 coaches.
Yeah.
All right. So Slam got spot 2.
Oh man, they were Miami was just neck. But Miami was
Andrew got 7.
50% college.
I got to message Andrew quick. My apologies, guys.
Miami and LA are
I just want to make sure I get this right.
So
Doug Berger got one.
There's a vibe. To sell tickets, you got to have a little personality. It's not Tuscaloosa. So I love Miami being back. And this Miami team feels a little bit like those Miami teams.
I haven't watched Colin Cowherd in a while. I'm not a big fan of him. What do you guys? I don't watch anything outside of NFL Network. Colin Cowherd, he flip-flops too much for me. I do like that he talks very level. He doesn't scream a ton. He's just very. I've always liked his voice. Like,
You're not getting into a shootout with Miami.
Who's
But-
the quarterback in this game? Trinidad or Carson?
Trinidad
let me
is
just message
off
Andrew quick.
script.
Yeah.
A remarkable player. He's really fun. Like, he is a blast to watch. Got a little Dak Prescott.
I was thinking more Kyler Manziel.
All right, let me see who's in here now.
Manziel.
Yeah.
No, he's got
Not
some.
off the field.
Yeah.
420 Manning. It's Detroit versus everybody. Must be the Pistons.
Maybe go play for
Um,
Indiana has all 4, 5, 5, 6-year guys.
They kind of cheat coded it. Indiana's like, give me a bunch
Slam, I'm dealing with season ticket shit right now that's so obnoxious, and you're probably one of the few guys that will relate to this. And I actually brought up the way they treated Lions fans this year, which you had said you were initially okay with. But how they just, like, people were selling their seats, and then, like, they kicked out lifelong season ticket holders, lost their seats because, you know, they were selling them. But my issue with it, Slam, and, you know, it's not my team, so you said you had no issue, but my issue with it was always like, they had no issue with it. The Lions had no issue with them selling seats when they were losing money, right? Because the Lions couldn't even sell them. So they let their season ticket holders keep the tickets. Season ticket holders were like going to a lot of games but selling some, and no issue. And then they got good, and they were like, you can't sell your tickets. You lost your season ticket. Well, we have season tickets. Yeah, that's where I listen to Jamie, his radio show.
Don't know if
But
it's safe.
we got 4 front row and 4 second row for the new stadium. My dad has 4 in the front. We have 4 in the second. The 4 in the second are in my brother and his name and my sister, and then my dad has the 4 in the front. But they're all under one contract, and so they told my dad today, they're like, you can't pay with 2 credit cards anymore. You have to pay with 1. So like my brother was paying with 1, my dad was paying for the 4 tickets, my brother for 4 that we paid my brother. Anyhow, long story short, like no more doing that. And we're like, well, that wasn't in the deal. Like, doesn't matter. You can't do it. I'm like, if they're willing to do that, what else are they willing to do? What else can they take our season tickets away from us for? It's crazy. I don't even want to tell you what we had to pay for a PSL. For those of you who don't know, a PSL is a personal seat licensing, right? It doesn't get you anything except the rights to those seats. And it's not like you get the rights to those seats. You literally sign a contract that you are committed to those season tickets for the next 30 years. Now, it's a one-time fee, okay? For one fee for each seat. You can resell it, but you have to go through their site, and it's fees and commissions and all that stuff, so you're paying for it anyhow. But I'm just like, dude, what the hell? That doesn't even pay for your season tickets. And you don't even know what that cost. It was an investment for our kid. Like, in my eyes, it was like, we're not going to stop being Bills fans. I want my kids to go to these games. I want to take my kids as they grow. But they're like dicking everyone around. Now they didn't tell us that there were going to be standing room seats, because we were like, hey, only season ticket holders are going to have tickets, which is true, except for standing room tickets. So it's going to be like the Dallas Stadium, which I'm like beyond irritated with. I don't want that. I don't want to be fighting people who are running into the stadium. It's going to just cause havoc, in my opinion. People are going to be in other people's seats.
Garrett Wilson's just as good as Waddle. Brees Hall versus H.A. That's not that big of a separation.
All right, well, we're going to wait on that Donner's box. So, anyhow, that's a whole different, a whole different issue. I'll get into that more as the season comes. But I say it because Matt McGinn's got a hold of me. Chris said something. Someone else, and Christian Brown's in here today. I know he's a Bears fan. I'm going to talk about the Bears in a minute. But they want to go to the Bears game. And I'm like, great, I'll have 8 tickets now, right? It's awesome. I'm excited. But, it's also irritating. They're making this process, price aside, the frustration of the increase in price and the extra fees and all this aside, they're not making the process enjoyable either, right? So it's just, NFL has become such a money grab, which we know that. But, the greed is out of control. You have to have 9 streaming services to watch every game. The Bears game is literally only on Prime Video. So if I'm a Bears fan or if I'm a Packers fan and I don't have Prime, there's no way I'm not buying Prime, right? Which is why we have so many of these illegal streaming services now, so many of these illegal boxes, the VC boxes and stuff. It's insane. Why do I have to have Prime to watch one fucking playoff game? Excuse my language, but one game. I have to do at least a month of Prime. And a month of Prime's like $20, $25 now. It used to be like $9.99, or you can get the whole year for $100. It's insanity. Now, I like Prime. I love Prime as far as what's on the TV. I like having Prime for Amazon, but geez, give it a rest, NFL. At what point are we paying for a Sunday ticket and we only get 30% of the games anyhow? But you have to have it, because if not, you can't, I can't watch my Buffalo Bills. They had 5 primetime games this year. 2 of them I couldn't have watched even if I just had YouTube TV. You had to have Prime for 1, 2 of them, and actually for 3 of the Prime, and then 1 of them was just exclusively on Peacock. Something like that. It's come on, dude. You should never, ever have to pay outside of traditional cable to watch a playoff game. I said that. I get it. They made a deal with Amazon for Thursday Night Football. Whatever. If you want to skip Thursday Night Football, if you want to go out to a bar for Thursday Night Football wasn't historically a thing, right? Whatever. Make that your thing. But it's like a Thursday night game. It's Prime just gets the Sunday night playoff game. It's absurd. Not to mention, Prime still fucking sucks as far as when football streaming. My dad loves it. I'm still nervous to get one, Bob. My dad absolutely loves his. He said, I'm not paying for anything anymore. But you have to have one for every room, or you have to just dedicate one, the room in the house that you watch TV the most. But I get it. You heard me talk about this before. I'm like, nah, I ain't messing with that. I did it once when I was younger, when I first bought a house, one of those Panda sticks or whatever they were called. They had a bunch of different names. Those cracked fire sticks. And I got scared at times. I'm like, am I going to get a letter, a cease and desist that says, you know,
You know, if
Um,
you get Nick Saban's
you know, you're
career,
pay a fine, do this, or you know, you're just threatening letters. That stuff worries me. So,
was persona non
and that's my worry, Josh, is that they're becoming so popular. When that happens, that's when the higher officials in our government or the FCC or whatever it is start to pay attention, and then they're like, yeah, no more.
think Kirby took a lot of the lessons.
And it's not even just like them sending you a letter. They could just say like they shut it down, like they did that one site that was big for illegal streaming of football games. Right before the season started, they shut it down, and nobody could watch on those.
Proximity to greatness
But
doesn't equal-
9 out of 9, a card of Hudson card.
But yet you look at McVay's or you look at Andy Reid.
But dude, I was talking to Christian. Well, it's good to see you in here. Christian Brown hasn't been here in a while. Popped in to let me know he was back, and he said, "Man, I'll tell you what. If the Bears lose in Chicago to it's a nice card, to the Packers, I don't know if I can do it anymore." I'm like, dude, you gotta understand. If you hear anybody like Brady or any of the like Rodgers, any of the guys who've been to the playoffs a lot, have been around a long time, Manning, they always say the best thing you can have in the playoffs is experience. Listen, this is the first year the Bears made it. They've already exceeded expectations. That's a win. They have a game, you know, in January, which is not, you know, there's less than half the league gets that. Dude, this is experience building here. 64 to the 4 spot. Oh, I am very paranoid with that stuff, man. Very, very paranoid about that stuff. Oh, we got a duel. Peyton Woodyard and KJ Bolden. 6 out of 7. CT. No Oregon card on there for you, but hey. They do the VCs at Walmart? Yeah, I don't think the VCs themselves are illegal. It's like the sites you use. But you're right. If it's on there, it's really them that they can get in trouble, I guess. You're not like you bought it at the store or how it's worked. All right, what up? So money, Joe Montana, 1 out of 2. Bob Riley. There you go, Bob. Can you VC that right there? I'm always been paranoid about that, Jamie. I just don't like that I get anxiety over that, so then I just stay away from it. But like, what I'm saying is that no wonder people are just like, I'm to the point, I'm with a lot of you guys, I'm to the point where I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to do it. Right? If only ignorance is a defense in law, it'd be a lot easier world. But I agree with you. Like, at one point, like, I bought it at Walmart. Why can't I use it? Kind of thing. And I could eat, what are they, like $250, $300? I could eat that. Like, I could live with that, I should say. It would suck, but... Omar Cooper, 2 out of 5 to Greg Eastis. And hey, before I do this last card, I want to tell you something about this box over here. Not the VC box, but... Alright, so... I have one of these up. It's full already. I have 5 more. I think we're going to just do them as random divisions as long as they're filling. If not, I won't open any myself. There's 6 left. We either have already ripped them in breaks or I sold them at shows. And one of the things at shows when I sold them was like, can you open it here if you get it? Because most people always want to like talk you down prices at shows. So I'll be like, I'll tell you what, I will give you $10 off. You got to open it here though. I'll give you top loaders, this and that. I have yet to see a downtown pool. Now, 2022 H2. I have not done enough research to know if there's a guaranteed downtown in each case. But around that time, most cases had a guaranteed downtown. 2022 is the year of the Santa Downtown, which is obviously a super valuable card if you haven't seen. But there's also a great checklist for it, including Aaron Rodgers, Bo Jackson, Devontae Adams, Earl Campbell, Eli, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Micah Parsons, Malik Willis, Patrick Mahomes, the Santa Claus, Sean Taylor, Tom Brady, all have downtowns in that year. So, like I said, I have 5 more after that. If there is a downtown in it, it's in those boxes because I've seen the rest. Brady Cook, 4 out of 6, going out to Hitman. There you go, Jamie. It's not a Montana, but let this dude cook. I got to tell you a real quick funny call with my son today. So my son got in trouble this morning for lying. He flipped his brother off going down the stairs. My 8-year-old flipped my 10-year-old off going down the stairs. My son's like, Dad, did you see it? I was like, no. He's like, flip me off. So I walked down to my son, my youngest. I'm like, hey, did you give your brother the finger? No. So I'm going to check the camera. We have like Google cameras. not in the hallway, but so, all right, I'm gonna check the cameras. Did you do it? Yeah. And he just starts walking to his room, dude. So I'm like, that's it. I'm not walking you out to the car today. I buckle him in every day. I'm not gonna. This has to do with Cook. I'm not buckling you in. He's crying. He's like, oh, just send me to my room. Blah blah blah. He calls me from school. He's like, Dad, I'm sorry. Are we gonna watch the Bills game this week? And I was like, yeah. He's like, but I said, we're at wrestling, so we can't have a party or anything. He goes, well, do you think they'll win? I said, if they win, we can play. We'll get one next week. He goes, do you think they'll win? I said, I don't know. They only got Josh Allen. He goes, and James Cook. It was the. You just got to know. My son doesn't really talk about football, but he's been watching. So he's just, and James Cook. He's crying on the phone. Oh my gosh, kids. Keandre Lambert Smith and Bo Prabula. 1 of 1. Dude, I told my son though, Chris, listen, because Paxton's been getting pissed at his brother. His brother's sneaky, and Paxton's been getting pissed. So he's been like slugging him, and I'm like, and then Cohen cries, and it's just this headache. So I'm like, listen, Pax, if it gets to the point you want to punch him, just come talk to me. He's like, I don't want to tattle. I'm like, I don't want you to hit either. So if you want to hit him, fine. You're gonna have consequences. But if you come, let me know. I said, pick and choose. So he didn't even tattle him. I went in, and my son was upset. I said, what's wrong? He goes, what? You didn't see it? I was like, no. He goes, let me off going down the stairs. It was funny, dude. I mean, it wasn't funny. I was, like, pissed off as a parent. But it's just, like, that's my morning. My kids, man, they are at each other. They're at that age, man. They play well together when they play, but, dude, they are on my freaking ever-loving last nerve. Oh. Go Bills. Justin Herbert going to the 4 spot. Thank you guys for bearing with me on the story time there, but that was a little therapy for me. A Carter Hudson card, 9 out of 9 going out to Slam. We got the Omar Cooper, 2 out of 5 going out to Greg. The dual Bolden and Woodyard, 6 out of 7 going out to CT. The Montana, Leaf Montana, 1 out of 2 to Bob Riley. Let Brady cook. 4 out of 6 going out to Jamie, the Hitman. And then the 1 of 1, Keandre Lambert and Bo Prabula, both Penn Staters? Is that what that is? I don't think they are they? That's not. Who is that? That's not Penn State. Oh, yeah, we watched. It's funny you say Falker. My kids watched Fockers the other day. Meet the Parents and Fockers, and now like, whatever, Gaylord Fokker. I'm like, no. We're not making that a thing here. All right, that ain't a thing here anymore. Oh, these kids, I'm telling you, man. I'm like, I went to my wife. I'm like, this dude's in 2nd grade and giving a finger. What? This is our fault. How did we get here? It is our fault. And your little girl's how old? Like, what is she, like 3, 4? You go and get pissed, you encourage. Yeah, that's how we got here, because we did. That's how we got here, because we were like, yeah, tell them what's up. And now I'm like, no, you're too old to be doing it. It's cute when they're little, and then they get physical. And then it's just like, you're just pissed. Good for you, man, though. A little girl is probably cuter. My 2 boys, it's like, they ain't cute. It's just pissing me off. All right, guys, I'm going to go figure out what's going on with the Donruss. I'm going to throw another Donruss one up, and then we will roll, all right? I will see you guys soon. He's just saying you're number 1. I should have used that, Chris. Dang it. He's just letting you know you're number 1. No, because my Pax will be like, I'm going to tell him he's number 1 right now. Oh, see, I wish it could do that. I'll see you guys soon. We'll be back.